It's time for another edition of Around the Mesa presented by MRC. John Schaefer for GoAztecs.com and joined by Hannah Broadland from San Diego State's women's rowing team. Hannah, it is great to have you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
We are doing well, and I want to start with your reaction to when you found out this spring that the season would be canceled. What was your reaction, and what has the last 8 or 10 weeks been like for you?
It was interesting actually because we all got to practice. It's like 6 a.m. That's when we usually get to the boathouse, and our coach just pulled the whole team aside for a little talk because the whole virus had started to be getting more traction. So we were hearing about it more, but we didn't understand what was going on. And so our coach just said, like, yeah, we don't really know what's going on. As the days progress, we're going to find out more and more, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was our last practice of the season. So a lot of us heard that and we were like, oh, I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal. But then we get on our bus ride back to campus and we see the NCAA had like posted a statement about canceling sports for that season. So it was definitely a really weird feeling, like not a good one. It's just obviously we go to school to be rowers. We go to school to do that because we love the sport, as with anybody that's doing any sport. So it was kind of hard knock just to remember that you're not going to get to wake up and do your favorite thing every day.
What type of season do you think the team would have had if not for the cancellation?
I'm a little biased, but I really think we were going to have an awesome season. We have an annual race with UCLA every year, and UCLA is a fantastically run team with great athletes, so they perform really well, and usually they're steadily ahead of us. But this past race that we had, which was the week before everything got canceled, in the first 8, the boat that I was coxing, we were only less than a second away from UCLA, whereas last year we were 20 seconds away. So huge progress, like a lot of girls in our team just getting really strong and getting the recognition they deserve. So I thought we were going to have a really good season this year.
What's it like right now in terms of keeping in contact with coaches and teammates? How are you able to do that?
We're really lucky just because of like the technology that we have. So right when everything got canceled and we found out we weren't going to be able to have practices, our coach organized weekly Zoom calls. So every Wednesday morning we would have a Zoom call with the whole team, and he would update us because he knows a lot about the coronavirus and the situation. And he would also lead us in activities. So we would like compliment each other. And it was just a great way to stay in the loop with everybody because you're used to seeing everybody every day. Mm-hmm. But another thing that our captains had started was this Instagram idea. So everybody in our team has our Sdsu rowing Instagram, and we post our workouts and we just post like motivational stuff. And it's just really cool because it's just our team. So it's just like I can log onto that account and just see my friends and see how everybody's doing.
As a coxswain, what's your training regimen like, and how does it change now that you guys obviously can't really train in person? You have to train virtually.
Yeah. So as a coxswain, there isn't like a training regimen for like being fit. For collegiate women, it's 110 pounds is the weight maximum, basically, but we have plenty of coxswains. I'm above 110 pounds. So basically just throughout the year, it's just being as healthy as you can so you can be a productive, good leader on the team as a coxswain, but just trying to healthily maintain a weight around 110. So I would go for runs, like all the coxswains, we would hang out and talk about stuff like that. But ever since it got canceled, I live with 3 other rowers that were on the team. So I've been doing a lot of the workouts that they're doing, and it's really hard, but I'm having a lot of fun. They'll show me, like, we'll go on runs and stuff, a lot of runs at the beach.
How do you explain your role as a coxswain to people that are not familiar with rowing?
So I kind of gauge, I'm like, if they want to talk about this, I have a different answer, but usually they don't really want to talk about it. So I'm just like, oh, I'm the small person that talks. It doesn't matter. Change the conversation. But if somebody actually is like interested and wants to hear about what I have to do, I just kind of explain that I'm the middle point between the coach and the crew. So I have to take what the coach is trying to lead and take what the coach's mantra is for that practice or that session or whatever we're doing and translate it as best as I can to the group of women that I'm coaching and coxing that day. So it's like you have 8 different personalities, and female athletes are just strong and confident. So you got to understand how to work with all these different types of personalities in a way that makes the boat one cohesive unit, as opposed to like 9 different people doing different things. So you're just a leader, and you're trying to be a leader on and off the water.
What got you into rowing?
I grew up a couple minutes drive away from Lake Natoma, which is up in Sacramento near Gold River. And that's just one of it's my favorite place in the world, but it's just one of the greatest places to row, especially in California. Like, it's known for just being a really good body of water. And so I would always be driving around that area and see people on the boats. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that. So I did a little camp, and 70 pounds, like under 5 feet. I was like, I'm going to be a rower. But they were like, I don't know about that. So I tried the coxing thing. And as you can see, I talk a lot. So I really liked it. I fell in love immediately.
What have the last couple of summers been like for you? I know you had an experience in Shanghai, and then last year you were competing for a spot in the World Championships. What have the last 2 summers before this one been like for you?
Summer rowing, like I've been doing something related to rowing over summers for the past 4 years. It's just like I look forward to it all year because I just feel like the type of person that I am and the type of athlete that I am, I do the best when I'm not comfortable. Like, I like to be thrown into these positions. So getting to do this camp 2 years ago, I did a camp in Michigan, and I was just thrown in a brand new team of like 20 new girls that I didn't know. And over the course of the summer, we just became sisters. Like, we just bonded so much over the training, and we learned so much more about the sport, and we got to compete internationally, which was just like the most amazing feeling ever, just being at the starting blocks with like strong women from different countries right next to you. So I love it. I want to do it as much as I can for as long as I can. It's just a great experience and a great way to learn and then bring what you learn to your team.
What are your hopes for the upcoming season with San Diego State? Hopefully you get back to school and campus soon, but what are your hopes and expectations for next season?
I just want to hit the ground running, and I think that's what everybody in our team wants to do. Like, the thing about rowing, man, is it's addictive. So it's like I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I just want to be back out on the water. So I know as soon as our team gets that opportunity, everybody's going to welcome the training with open arms, and we're just going to be so excited. I think we can take off where we left off when the season got canceled and be in a really good position.
Hannah, we appreciate your time today. Best of luck getting ready for next school year, and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Have a great week, guys.